What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome back to the RPM Garage YouTube channel, and welcome back to another episode of Review Mondays. Today, we have two very cool but very different cars that we just added to our inventory this past week, and I'm so excited to tell you about both of them. The first is a 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition big turbo with only 20,000 miles on the odometer. It is a truly fantastic machine and a really awesome build in really great condition. So I'm very excited to talk to you about that. And the second one is a 2016 Ford Mustang GT that has been supercharged and put on drag radials among plenty of other upgrades. Now this is also an insanely awesome performance machine, and I'm very excited to talk to you about this car too. But before I can tell you about either one of these two amazing machines, I first have to ask you to take a second right now to like this video, drop a comment down in the comment section below, and share this video with a friend. It would mean a ton if you'd subscribe to the channel as well. That would be so huge for myself and for everyone at RPM Garage. And with that said, let's dive in. The first car on today's video is a 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution X Final Edition. Now, as you may or may not know, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution is a rally legend dating back to the early 1990s when it was first released in 1992. Now, there have been several generations, 10 of them in fact, that spanned the lifespan of this car, but sadly it was discontinued in 2015, hence the limited run of final edition models. Now this car is in absolutely fantastic condition because over the past 7 years since it was released in 2015, this car has only had 20,000 miles put on its odometer, which means that it is in absolutely beautiful shape inside and outside. That is aided even further by the addition of several aftermarket modifications to the exterior, including the very noticeable APR GTC 300 carbon fiber wing, Aeroflow front splitter, the strafe design rear diffuser, and those beautifully aggressive aftermarket side skirts. The car also has Fortune Auto 500 coilovers and 18-inch Anke RS05RR wheels. Now, these look absolutely fantastic on this car, particularly because it does have a very cool 50/50 Arctic camo wrap on it, with one side being very Arctic camo with all of the various gray, black, and white patterning, while the other side of the car, the passenger side of the car, has been left completely white. I think this pattern looks incredible on this car, and that, of course, is only aided by those other aftermarket modifications like the rear spoiler and all of the other aero. However, this car is by no means just a cosmetic build. Under the hood, there are several upgrades to this car to make it a truly high-performance machine, including a 4-inch ETS front-mount intercooler with a mass airflow performance upper intercooler pipe and a CP Motorsports lower intercooler pipe. The car also has a top-speed Pro 1 exhaust system and a test pipe, an AMS fuel rail, an AEM fuel pump, an aftermarket boost controller, and the car is tuned on either 93 or E85. You are able to switch between those two maps. Most importantly though, this car is a big turbo. It has received several upgrades to its turbo system, making it incredibly high powered and very fun to drive, and you will definitely hear the incredible noise that this car produces as well later on in the video. Truly, it sounds amazing, so be sure to stick around for that. The question before we do that though is, how much does this car cost? It is truly a work of art in the exterior, as well as a fantastic machine under the hood and a pretty awesome machine inside the car as well. That price is $49,991, which is a great deal given that you are not only receiving a high-powered, high-performance, rally-based machine with a ton of heritage, but you are also receiving a collector's item that has been beautifully modified to be a top-tier performance machine. This car only has 20,000 miles on the odometer, making it extraordinarily rare, both in terms of its condition and, of course, with it being the final edition limited run car that it is. There's nothing quite like it on the market today. The second car in today's video produces even more power than this big turbo Evo X that we just talked about. This is a 2016 Ford Mustang GT that has been extensively modified under the hood to be a top-tier, high-performance, high-powered racing machine. Under the hood, the 5-liter V8 engine has received a Vortec V3 supercharger system, which includes the Vortec intercooler and all of the other bolt-on modifications needed to support the supercharger. The car has also received a custom cold air intake system, as well as a 2018 Ford Mustang GT intake manifold, as well as Division X upgraded fuel system and an upgraded fuel pressure regulator. With all of these upgrades, then this car is easily pushing well north of 600 horsepower, and that power is then delivered to the ground via one of the best delivery methods of all time for a true American muscle car. That is, of course, Forged Star drag pack wheels on Mickey Thompson slicks. Now, these tires provide an incredible amount of grip when you're on dry, flat surfaces, which makes this car incredibly fun to drive, and it hooks aggressively when you put your foot down, so you are not going to be lacking in the power department whatsoever. However, this car also has received one other very nice upgrade to its powertrain, and that is a custom aftermarket exhaust that sounds amazing with this car. You will definitely hear a startup later on because this thing screams like nothing else I've ever driven or shown on this channel before. However, I should point out that this car is not just a performance build. It has had a couple of modifications made to its suspension and to its exterior. These upgrades include Eibach lowering springs, BMR rear tow arms, and a GT350 style gloss black rear spoiler with a wicker bill spoiler extension. This car also has quick release side tabs on its front bumper should you ever need to remove it, and perfectly tinted headlights and aftermarket taillights that look absolutely incredible against the very, very bright red paint on this car. As a result, this car is sure to attract attention in more ways than one, both by its looks and its sheer performance. This car is no doubt going to be a head turner like no other. And unfortunately, a head turner must come with a price, but this one's a very good price indeed. This car is priced at $39,991, which for any supercharged Mustang is a fantastic deal. But for a 2016 Mustang with all of these incredible upgrades, there is truly nothing like this on the market today. And this car only has thereabouts 65,000 miles on the odometer, and that means that you are going to get plenty of performance for many miles to come. As a result, I highly recommend that you go check this car out on our website or even come in and check it out in person, because I have a feeling that it's not going to last all that long. That insane Mustang does unfortunately bring us to the end of this video. But before we wrap this video up in its entirety, I have to ask, which car would you choose? Would you take the heavily built Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution with very few miles on the odometer, or would you take the incredibly awesome sounding, very high powered Ford Mustang? Now, both of these are awesome cars and at awesome prices, so be sure to comment down below which one of these two cars you would put in your driveway today, and be sure to let us know which cars you'd like to see on the channel in the future. I'd also really appreciate it if you take the time to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel. We all would appreciate it here at RPM Garage. And we'd also appreciate it if you check out our TikTok, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our inventory on our website. We also do, after long waiting, have merchandise, and our official rental collection, the RPM Luxury Collection, has released and is available for booking as of 2022. If you are interested in booking an awesome Rolls-Royce, Bentley, or other amazing car, we have a huge selection for you to choose from, and that will be linked below as well, so be sure to give that a look. With that said, then, thank you guys all so very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.